most importantly, what is sexual tension? Well, sexual tension occurs when one or both partners experience sexual desire but do not act on it immediately, if at all. You two seem a little aroused, which creates tension. You are aware of the truth, and it appears that only the two of you are aware of that hot little secret game. So, how do you first endear that desire? Well, flirting. And it takes courage to express romantic interest in a woman, and that self-assurance makes a girl want you even more. Sexual interest is piqued and tension is increased by flirting, and there is a particular kind of flirting that, in my opinion, accomplishes this best, the non-verbal kind. Step 1. So, the first step to any guide would be to establish your position on the field. If you're on the bench, meaning she's not interested, you don't want to waste your energy trying to impress her now, do you? So, we've got a few pointers for you to look out for that establish that she is interested in you. Conversation. A girl who is interested in you will actively participate in your conversations, whether they take place in person or even over Facebook Messenger. She won't just nod her head while you speak or send one-word texts. Instead, she will continue the conversation by adding questions and comments. Additionally, she will share stories and experiences of her own life with you, eager to open up and learn more about you in return. Nerves. She might not seem interested, but she might just be anxious. Most guys don't understand the difference between a girl being shy around them and a girl merely not wanting to be close to them at all. She may show signs of anxiety by touching her hair, fidgeting with her hair, looking down and fumbling with her hands. Make her feel comfortable by letting her feel at ease with you. Show her that you are willing to talk to her and that you are listening when she does. A girl being nervous around you means that she likes you but doesn't want to embarrass herself. So she's constantly overthinking for her next move to prevent that from even happening. Body position. Some girls who like a guy exhibit the exact opposite of nervousness. The way a girl holds herself can reveal whether or not she's interested in you. When you speak, she will turn her whole body to face you. She will use any justification to touch you or just to be close. She might not initiate contact, but by bringing her hand close to yours, she will be encouraging you to do so. And she won't back away when you approach her or flinch when you put your arm around her if she does like you. Now, you don't want to overdo this, so use caution. Make her feel at ease to prevent those awkward situations. Step 2. Okay, so with these few hints that she's interested in you, you should be able to establish if it's worth pursuing your desires with her or not. Once you've come to the conclusion that she is interested in you, you can now begin to create the sexual tension between the two of you. Creating sexual tension between the both of you will require careful and gradual moves so as to not make her feel uncomfortable or rush her into something she's just not ready for. Proximity. People who make us feel connected naturally draw us in. At the bar, we cram up next to our friends, or on the couch, we sit next to our relatives. However, it also functions in reverse. When we let someone into our physical space, we begin to feel a connection with them. Numerous studies have been done on the effects of proxemics. Now, we automatically establish a more personal connection with people when we are within 4 feet of them. According to these studies, people become more at ease around each other as they get closer. Try to position yourself close enough to her so that you can touch her, but not so close that it creates an awkward barrier between the two of you. Lips. When we are attracted to someone or want to kiss them, we frequently look at their lips subconsciously. However, some men experience a great deal of anxiety or shame when they express interest. Now, in order to avoid coming across as creepy, they purposefully avoid checking out those women. However, doing so can really exude confidence, leaving women eagerly anticipating your next move. It makes many women crazy, so slowly shift your focus from her eyes to her lips just for a few seconds before returning back to her eyes as the conversation becomes more intimate and flirtatious. It's a discreet yet assertive way to let her know that, well, you want to kiss her. Lingering touch. Keep your hands on each other for a little longer. You frequently engage in casual touching while getting to know a woman. A quick touch to the arm or shoulder while laughing at a joke may be used to emphasize something, but that's also how we interact with our friends. You won't get a girl excited by poking or patting her on the arm, thus your touching should coincide with the development of the connection. It's important to find the balance between leaving a lingering tingle on her skin and not looking like a total creep while you're still holding onto her hand. You'll be able to figure out if she's thinking it's the latter by gauging her reaction to your touch. If she cringes or her eyes widen a little bit, she may think this is too much too soon. Tone. Our voices subconsciously convey a huge amount of information through the tone, speed, and inflection. And with minor changes, a single word or sentence can have very different meanings. The idea can be used to evoke a sensual and sexual atmosphere. Now imagine you and the girl are in a more private setting, such as a dimly lit restaurant, on a stroll, or maybe in one of your houses. As you sit or stand closer together, try lowering your voice volume, even to a near whisper. Also speak a little more slowly. By chance, doing this gives your voice a certain roughness or gravelness which women find seductive. She'll sense that you are growing closer to her and that you want to continue developing a close relationship. It'll boost your mutual attraction and encourage her to start speaking to you in that manner. Slow down. Along with the tone of your voice, slowing your words down a little could push her over the edge. If the anticipation is building and she's getting hot under the collar, she will start to feel as though time has kind of stopped or slowed right now. It'll make her heart beat faster as she starts to wish time would hurry the hell up. By slowing down as you're speaking to her, it will add to this anticipation and have her kind of wriggling in her seat. As the anticipation grows, she will be hanging on to every word that you say, eagerly waiting the moment when you finally stop talking. Eye contact. Eye contact is possibly one of the most underrated techniques used to create tension between two people. If you're both feeling the same way but holding off from acting on it, your eyes can do a lot of the talking for you. All you have to do is make eye contact with her and hold it. Now, if you've not engaged in a conversation yet, maybe she's, let's say, across the room, start by gazing at each other and holding eye contact for just a few seconds at a time. If you are already in conversation, you can hold direct eye contact for up to a minute. Of course, don't forget to blink. We don't want you to look like a serial killer. Now, eye contact, it's a great way to express yourself and build rapport with another person, or in this case, sexual tension. Take your time. Now, the first kiss is that pivotal moment when both of you give in to your desires. It's the culmination of the fantastic movie you both made. Women want their first encounters to be memorable and special, and the payoff is much better if you give her that last dramatic build-up beforehand. Many guys are so tense they quickly move from staring to a girl to kissing her, kind of killing that valuable tension. So stop what you're doing instead, and once you've finished speaking, pause, give her your full attention. Take a slow step in her direction, grab her hand or wrap your arm around her back to draw her closer, and bring yourselves even closer after you've given that some thought. Touch. One of the best things about relationships, particularly early on, is the physical affection. Women respond favourably to being touched, which makes them feel good. Simply running your fingers along her shoulder, arms, thigh, or really anywhere is acceptable for this kind of touching. Teasing, holding hands, and brief lingering kisses are also very effective. Now, this type of light physical contact significantly fuels the growing desire between men and women. And when we show physical affection, we work to develop attraction, not only in the body, but also in the mind. So keep in mind that the most exciting aspect of dating and getting to know someone is that tension. A bonus tip: emotional intelligence. Having a connection with a woman's mind is one of the most crucial ways to create tension with her. If there isn't immediately and undeniable sexual chemistry, don't worry, with these simple steps we can help create it. Now, our objective is to make a woman feel good about herself by engaging her on both an intellectual but also emotional level. Now, you might think this is pretty obvious, but women spend a lot of time in their heads, okay? So by getting inside her head and showing thoughtfulness, you can start to have this impact. And anything you do after this point will be regarded as golden dust, as many women cannot physically connect with someone with whom they do not mentally connect with.